Are you at a career crossroads and unsure about which path to take in the vast world of UX? Or are you curious about your own UX growth ladder and where it can lead you? Or UX career needs well thought out strategy for continuous growth? Are you grappling with how to climb the ladder of success in UX? Hello everyone, welcome to Design Tales. In the recent past, lot of people had reached out to me to understand what are the opportunities in the UX design industry, especially those people who come from different backgrounds, for example, graphic design or branding or even physical product designers. They ask me that how do I start if I want to get into UX design world? What could be the starting point? And I started wondering, UX design industry is already very competitive. Lot of people are graduating every year and getting into UX. There are a lot of people already moved to UX from different backgrounds, be it developers or be it product managers. They have moved to UX out of interest or out of looking at the creative field it offers. It has already become competitive, so how can any other person start? And at this particular stage where industry is stabilized or established well enough. And then I started looking for a lot of articles online. I started reflecting upon my own experience and also looking for certain evidences from my colleagues or friends' journeys in this particular career. And there are a lot of people talking about this particular topic. The topic which is UX growth ladder. People don't even know that there are a lot of options available in the vast world of UX. So let's first understand why is it important for us today. So in the ever evolving digital landscape, the role of a UX designer is even more critical than before. UX designers are architects of user-centered design, and they are responsible for creating intuitive and seamless experiences to engage and attract users on multitude of platforms and products. However, the success in the field of UX is not one size fits all. Whether you are just starting your career or seeking to elevate your career to new heights, understanding different pathways and possibilities is essential. So what are we going to cover today? I have segregated today's topic into two different areas. First, we'll look at different pathways available for any UX designer, and second area is where we can look at all the UX growth ladders available. Along with that, certain unique paths UX designers could take in their journey. So let's focus on the first area where we can look at different pathways available for UX designers. I have listed down 6 different pathways at least available in India. So let's begin. So first is joining a design studio or agency as a UX designer. Second, joining a startup as a product designer. Third one is exploring roles within established IT company as a UX consultant or advisor or even a design manager. Fourth one is becoming a part of established product company as a product designer. Fifth one is opting for freelance career. And sixth one is embarking on a journey of entrepreneurship by starting your own studio. So these are 6 typical pathways we just explored where UX designers have potential to grow, create an impact, and also learn along the way. Remember, your progression or success along any of the paths depends upon few crucial factors. 1. How much clarity do you have in your career aspirations and goals? 2. How do you seize opportunities and gain exposure throughout your career? 3. How is the quality of mentorship you get and your ability to deliver effective designs? 4. How's your willingness to take calculated risks? And 5th, how's your dedication towards challenging and expanding your skill sets, maintaining a continuous learning mindset? So these are the few factors which are important and responsible for growth in the entire UX journey. Basically, there is no right or wrong path. It is all depends upon your will and choices you make along the way. With that, let's move to the second area, which is looking at various UX growth ladders and also look at various roles you play along these ladders. So remember, the UX growth ladders we are about to talk about are applicable for all the pathways. Any pathways you take based on the opportunities available within those pathways or companies or career options, you have certain ladders which are applicable to you. So let's look at the first UX growth ladder, that is individual contributor ladder. This is the most common ladder when any designer start their career, be it researcher, interaction designer or visual designer. Most of the designers begin as an intern, learning how daily tasks are performed and gaining valuable experiences. They work on multiple projects and problem solving tasks, all the while guided by senior designers. Over the years, designers evolve into individual contributors. This is the time they really dive deep into their work. They gather knowledge, gain expertise, and handle various types of challenges. They start solving problems for users and businesses. As designers continue on this ladder, they advance to become distinguished or fellow designers. By this point, they have worked on multiple projects from simple to complex across various domains. They have also handled various types of clients and stakeholders, even the challenging ones. They have also gained the reputation within the industry and also known for their influential contributions. Along the way, they have also started mentoring and sharing their knowledge within their community. Their impact isn't just felt within the industry but also influence the culture within their organization. At any point within this growth ladder, designers have choices to make. They may choose to grow as an individual contributor following the different pathways we just discussed earlier, or alternatively they may choose another path, which is the managerial roles, which can take their career into another direction. So that opens the opportunity to talk about another growth ladder, that is managerial or management ladder. So let's deep dive into that ladder now. The design management ladder you see, this can run as a parallel to individual contributor ladder. That means that a designer can play individual contributor role at the same time manage certain projects or manage certain teams or serve as a distinct career path as well. Design managers primarily focus on leadership, project management, mentoring, client interactions and nurturing design-centric culture. As they progress up the design management ladder, they shape vision for design teams. They oversee larger design departments. They build lasting relationships with business stakeholders. They also play critical role in strategic organizational decisions. At the pinnacle of this ladder, they have a seat at executive table. They also have influence in shaping organizations' design culture and innovation. Their responsibility includes defining companies' design vision and ensuring integration of design principles across the businesses. The important thing to note here is all the designers have flexibility of switching between the ladders from management ladder to individual contributor ladder at any point in time based on their interests, skills and capabilities. So along with this design manager or management ladder, there are few other growth ladders available too. So let's look at the next ladder. Now let's deep dive into strategist ladder. Designers often begin their journey as entry-level roles in UX strategist, where they establish a very strong foundation by working on ongoing projects or acquiring certain certifications or staying up to date with latest trends and methodologies in UX strategy or in design overall. This commitment to professional growth is instrumental instrumental in advancement in this dynamic area. Along with continuous learning, it is also important to build the professional network within the UX community where there could be sharing of each other's experiences and learning from them. Along with that, seeking guidance from seasoned or experienced strategists can play a very critical role in terms of career progression. Also, connecting with peers, attending industry events would also be valuable in terms of continuously be updated with this new skill. While climbing this strategy ladder, it requires blend of essential skills, including proficiency in research or data analysis, effective communication, and strategic thinking. As UX strategists climb up the ladder, they get into a role that requires creating user-centered strategies or defining vision for a product or organizations, creating UX roadmaps, creating list of initiatives which maps with business objectives, and all the while creating these decisions based on data-driven insights and also measuring the success of all the initiatives through key metrics. At the advanced stages of this particular ladder, UX strategists play a critical role in organizational transformations. They are responsible for shaping strategies for organizations, fostering a culture of user centricity and innovation, at the same time facilitating design driven change. This is another interesting path designers could think about. Again, designers have the choice to change their growth ladder at any point in time. At this particular time as well, if they want to shift to individual contributor role, if they are interested and if their aspirations and goals also go towards that direction, then they can go ahead and change the ladder. But it is important to reflect upon your own strengths and skills before you take any decision. Now, another growth ladder could be entrepreneur ladder, where anybody wants to set up a studio or have an idea and venture into a startup, they can go ahead and continue on this journey. I'll only focus on different stages of this particular journey or a growth ladder. So the first phase is initial phase, where most of the designers are struggling with various things. For example, how to acquire and retain clients, or how to solve real world problems, or how to secure quality projects, or how to get financial stability. This phase is all about learning and adaptability as they are creating the foundation of the studio or a startup. Once they know how to tackle all of these problems, then they get on to the next phase, that is growth phase. As they climb up this particular ladder in the growth phase, their main focus area is how they can expand the business operations in terms of partnerships or collaborations or hiring talented individuals. Then another focus area is building a brand in the market and making deeper connections with clients or stakeholders. As they advance and overcome certain challenges of the previous phases, then they enter into scaling phase. And it is all about willingness and intent of individual. As they progress on this journey, in this particular scaling phase, they might diversify the new design niche or creative markets. They also think of hiring specialized talents. In this particular phase, achieving profitability, sustainability, and maintaining that competitive edge becomes the most important factor for any studio or a startup. Now comes the pinnacle of this particular ladder, where entrepreneurs want to secure their legacy. At this particular phase, they are regarded as well-established and highly respected player in the design and business community. In this specific phase, their main focus is to how to maintain their success and influence of design-focused venture for the years to come. So all these ladders of growth are not that simple as it looks. They are full of challenges, opportunities, learnings and pivots. Now we have looked at almost all the UX growth ladders. Now these ladders and the pathways we've seen earlier are very conventional paths and roles. Few people are really interested in having the unconventional paths, or rather in today's world it is necessary to create your own unconventional paths in the UX industry so that you stand out and also learn something new. So let's explore those paths as well. So, the first unique path or a role is training or thought leadership. After accumulating significant experience and knowledge over the years in the field of UX designers can start mentoring and guiding other UX designers in the community. Additionally, they can also establish themselves as a thought leader by creating and sharing content on blogs or on social media like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and so many others. They can start participating in XD community meetups or even be a speaker in various conferences and share their thoughts and learnings. Then comes the another path or a role, which is becoming a domain expert. If designers have worked in a particular domain extensively over the period of time, and if they are passionate about that domain, they can think of becoming a domain expert. When I say domain, I mean domains like retail or finance, agriculture, telecom, and many more. This expertise can be used in established consultancy firm where these insights can guide multiple projects, or they can explore innovative opportunities as an entrepreneur to address certain domain specific challenges, or they can also opt for advisory role within companies where companies can leverage the extensive knowledge and experience effectively. With that, here comes the next path or a role, which is role hopping. This particular path is for those designers who really like to challenge their skills on regular basis and also willing to take calculated risk by finding opportunities within their organization or changing organization to get those opportunities. What do I mean by role hopping? The example could be once UX designers serve for the extensive period of time in that role, they can change the role to maybe design ops manager. Once they understand and learn all the things about design ops and design ops manager as a role, they may want to change to maybe become an extensive researcher where they want to conduct research or work on research papers or just work on different problem statements and solve them through research. Or they also want to get into product management kind of a role, which could be complementary for a UX design but could be very different skill to acquire. This can become a very interesting path for many because this gives an opportunity to learn new skills, create new connections within the field of UX, and at the same time become an unconventional designer in a way. Now with that, let's move on to the next unique path, that is expert in demanding area. Certain designers consciously stay updated with emerging tech and specialized skills in the UX industry. The example of these specialized areas could be service design, designing for voice or conversational design, AR, VR, artificial intelligence, accessibility and inclusivity, ethical design, and many more. By investing in extensive courses or seeking mentorship or dedicating extra efforts to develop these skills can open doors to unique opportunities, as not so many people are specialized in these domains. As I explained at the start of this video, lot of designers come to me to seek an advice on how to start a career in UX. My typical recommendation to them is channel their efforts into specialized and high demanding area of UX industry rather than starting from scratch in a well established conventional UX skills. Now let's move on to the next path, that is UX design plus X. You can define your X. Many designers like to develop pie-shaped skill sets, meaning they already have in-depth knowledge and they have served in the industry of UX design for quite some time. And they also want to complement those skills with some another area. For example, UX design plus research or UX design plus product management, UX design plus development or UX design plus visual design. These types of diverse skill sets make them valuable asset in the organization, and they can handle various responsibilities effectively. Now, the next and the last path could be contributing to policy making within government institutions. Many designers really like to work in public service sector or add value to the masses. This unique path allows them to create an impact on India's digital framework, social structures, inclusive design, and sustainable practices. User research skills are highly valuable in policy making processes, enabling designers to champion in people centric design and create an impact at a very broad level, especially in India's context. So, these are the few unique paths which I've gathered based on my own research and observing certain market trends, and also observing few career paths of my designers colleagues and reflecting on my own. So if you have embarked on any of these unconventional or unique paths, do comment in the comment section below. At the same time, if you think that there are any other unique paths which designers could take, please add that as well in the comment section. Now this is the right time to talk about my own career path referencing these UX growth ladders. I began my journey as a graphic designer and slowly moved into UX field as a visual designer. In the initial period of my career, I continued as an individual contributor. Over the period of time, I immersed myself in the UX field and became a principal designer for visual and UX both. Simultaneously, I also developed my management skills and became a design manager. That means I changed my growth ladder here. After becoming a design manager, I acquired so many management skills. For example, building unique relationships with clients and stakeholders, managing team of designers, leading multiple projects at the same time, and mentoring junior to senior designers while working on the projects. And then I became a design director. After becoming a design director, I again changed my growth ladder and became a UX strategist. Now I am serving in a consultancy firm where I am a lead UX strategist. So from here onwards, I have so many opportunities available. I can continue to grow on the same growth ladder or change to any growth ladder or even take unique paths available to me. So now this is the time to summarize the today's topic. For those who are contemplating the next move, this overview can very well serve as an effective guiding post. I would also like to add here that irrespective what path you choose here, continuous learning and adapting to new design trends is crucial to grow in this fast-paced UX industry. The key here is not just to respond to these ever-changing technological landscape, but also anticipate them and shape these changes. Moreover, these paths could be distinct, but often they intertwine. For instance, a stint in a big name company can create credibility for freelancer career in the future. Similarly, multidisciplinary experience of a startup culture can lead to management role where broad experience is essential. Lastly, the beauty of UX field is its dynamism and breadth. There is always an opportunity to reinvent yourself, expand your horizons, and pioneer into new paths. So before we end this topic today, if you need any help in understanding what could be your next move or an action, I would help you with one exercise. So in this exercise, the first step is first writing your innate skills or strengths. For example, it could be your research skills or interaction design or visual design. Then write your aspirations. For example, how do you want to progress in your career? Do you want to stay on the same growth ladder, change the growth ladder, or take a complete new path? So based on your strengths and aspiration, what skills you might need to develop in order to grow in this area? You can look for these skills online. You can get the complete knowledge about these skills and then find a mentor within the community. Now the last step is taking an action. How would you take an action? There are multiple ways. You could talk about your goals and aspirations within your organization if you are working in consultancy or product companies or studio or startup. If you don't find those opportunities, you can look for new roles or new opportunities within the market. Or you can take any relevant action which suits your current situation and which can fulfill your goals and aspirations. With that, let's end today's topic. I really hope today's topic, content, and information really added value in your life or in your UX design career. If you really like today's topic, then do press the like button, share with your friends, colleagues, or relatives, whoever needs this information. Subscribe to this channel so that you never miss an update. Signing off for now. See you next time. Bye bye.